I have to go for, I'm looking up top. That's an easy read.
We're down in 6. Perkins had that one batted down. Side Tuttle got a piece of it.
And watch Alontae Taylor and what he does to Allen Robinson. Boom, jams him, and now you see how he's all the way out of the picture. He goes to the sideline. There is no throw. Bryce Perkins was looking that way. That was the option that he wanted. Nothing there. So Alontae Taylor, give him a lot of credit. That was great coverage by him, by that rookie.
Here's Matt Gay, 33-yard attempt from the left hash. Rams pulled to within 7. Early fourth quarter in New Orleans as the Rams are kept out of the end zone. Offense is on the field under 23 minutes in each of those games.
Yeah, third down, they weren't converting and they weren't stopping anybody defensively.
Dalton's pass complete. David Johnson out across the 45-yard line. Another Saints first down.
I'm looking at this Rams defense. Their body language is not good right now, Kane. They're walking back to the huddle.
Higher today than each of those last 2 games.
Yep, and it starts with the third downs, the conversions, and the run game.
Here's Hill, complete. Inside the 40-yard line of the Rams. It's Olave. Gain of 14. Yards.
Yeah, they found success, the Saints offensive line, by pulling Cesar Ruiz, and then Ryan Ramczyk has been able to cut off that backside, and that's where they keep hitting right up the gut.
Dalton out of the shotgun, 2nd and 2. Dalton to the outside. Inside the 10-yard line, it's Landry. As we check in with Shannon.
Well, let's talk about Taysom Hill for a second and all the different roles that he plays on this team.
Now the 4th for the Rams, 3rd and goal. From the 14-yard line. Quick release from Dalton. This is Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed makes his 6th catch of the season, but not enough. So the Saints send out the field goal unit. Thanks in large part to that sack by Leonard Floyd.
But that was a good series, a good drive by the Saints offense. Taysom Hill was a spark of that.
25-yard attempt from the right hash for Will Lutz. Saints lead by 10. They've scored out of all 3 possessions here in the second half. Floyd with the sack. Saints get 3.
The crowd, they are on their feet.
3rd down and 13. Perkins fires downfield. It was a bit high. Skowronek, the intended receiver.
There's Skowronek. You can tell he's trying to time up this jump. He knows it's high. Almost comes up with him. He said, look, I've been through this, where sub 500, you just rip off 4 or 5 games and you get yourself in the playoffs.
3rd down and 1. Taysom Hill battling for the first down. Nick Scott came up, and it looks like Hill is just short.
Yeah, signaling 4th down. I'd be very surprised being backed up in their territory if Dennis Allen goes for it.
4.5 remaining.
As a
penalty, Saints have been flagged just once. And that's a reversal from what we've seen throughout the season from these teams, penalty-wise. Perkins out to the 25. The Rams, coming into this game, called for the fewest penalties, and the Saints the 3rd most. But the Saints have been disciplined today.
I like that the Saints recognize what loses games. Turnovers, they're worse in the NFL. Penalties, all of a sudden you clean those up and then you look at the score and you win.
They certainly have. Perkins sacked back at the 16-yard line by Carl Granderson.
Carl Granderson is going up against the backup to the backup in Bobby Evans and just runs right around him. Bobby Evans, you can see, is just not that fast. His feet aren't quick enough to keep up with Carl Granderson. He gets right around the corner for the sack.
You made a great point.
Things.
Third down and 15. Pressure on
goodness.
Perkins. Sacked again. Caden Ellis. Passanio there as well. Back at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and Caden Ellis.
John, who is one of the architects of the 49ers dynasty, head coach of the New York Giants. Very close with his grandson, Sean.
It's not lost 4 games in a row as a head coach. This is trying times, to say the least, for him and for his team.
Third down at 6. Dalton back in. And his pass incomplete on third down. So the clock stops at 1:34.
There's Caden Ellis. Yeah.
Most sacks since week 3.
That's right, and this is without Cam Jordan today. And like I said, Pittsburgh, he popped off the screen. I was like, man, who is that guy? He's doing a really good job. And he just sits there and just keeps running those stunts and getting after the quarterback.
Nice catch.
Nice catch.
Out at the 45. Tom.
I'm not showing my teammates, my players. I'm going to say, look, just do what we did today. That's it. No turnovers, minimal penalties, run the football, and we will be in position come week 17, week 18.
Catch made by Allen Robinson at the 40-yard line. Gain of 15. Perkins will spike it. Down to 11 seconds. They'll send out the field goal unit. Attempt a 58-yard field goal and then
go for the onside
kick.
Correct. So to play out this scenario, what they're doing, instead of cover that, then you have the ability to maybe take 1 or 2 shots at the most. So that's why you go for the field goal right now instead of going for the touchdown.
Gay's career long is 58, and this from 58 is good.
Had a lot of leg on it.
So it's a 7-point game, 6 seconds remaining.
Good execution. I mean, Gay put all of his foot into that one. That was good for about 60-some, right down the middle. And as we said, now you have the onside kick team. They're going to get ready. If they recover this, they'll now have time to be able to do one last shot, throw a Hail Mary, and if Bryce Perkins is anything like Aaron Rodgers,